this chapter we are going to study about operators in Java. In Max we used to study a lot of expressions, right? Suppose let us consider x plus y whole square is equals to 0. This is the expression. Similarly in Java, sum is equals to a plus b. This is a expression. Here a and b are called as operand, operand, operands, and plus symbol is known as operator, and operator will define what operation is going to take in our expression. In this we can see that addition operation is taking place. Operator will define what is going on in our expression. Similarly we can write a difference is equals to a minus b. Here a and b are operands and minus symbol is known as operator. Here we are calculating difference between two numbers. This is whole thing is known as expression. In this chapter we are going to study about a lot of different types of operators in Java. Talking about types of operators, we have different types of operators in Java, like arithmetic operator. In arithmetic operator we have two things, binary and unary operator. We will study in the next video. After that, relational operator is nothing but comparison between two statements or two elements. And logical operator is nothing but building some kind of logic based on different given statements. And bitwise operator, well, bitwise operator we will study later in our upcoming chapters. In bit manipulation, in bit manipulation we will study a lot of about different things like number system, binary number system, and a lot more. So we will cover bitwise operator in bit manipulation chapter. After that, assignment operator. So in this chapter we are going to study about different types of operators in Java in detail, and going to code a lot of things, a lot of code in Java. So let's talk about arithmetic operator. In arithmetic operator we have two things, binary operator and unary operator. Well, binary operator is a operator in which we will have conformly two operands. It will always have two operands. Like suppose let us consider a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 5. So here let us take a plus b. This is a binary operation, right? Here a and b are operands and plus is operator. So the answer will be 10 plus 5, that is 15. After that, minus a minus b. Similar, this is very intuitive, like we used to do in max. Similarly here we are going to calculate difference, sum, all these things. This is very intuitive, right? So 10 minus 5 is equals to 5. After that, a cross b, this is nothing but multiplication. This operator will define what operation is going to take place in our expression. So a cross b, that is 10 into 5, that is 50, and a divided by b, that is 10 divided by 5. The answer will be 2. Well, this is a new operator. In max we will have all these things, plus addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and this is a new operator, I believe so. So this is known as modulo, and this is also known as remainder operator. This operator will give us remainder of our expression. Suppose let us take 10 divided by 5. So modulo operator will calculate the remainder between two operands, right? 5 divided by 10, the answer will be 10, 0, so 0. So the answer will be 0. Similarly, let us take 3 divided by 2, then 2, 3, 2 1 are 2, and the remainder will be 1. So the modulo operator will always give us the remainder between two operands. And remember guys, binary operation will always take in between only two operator, whereas unary operator will always take place in single operand, and it will have two operands, always two operands, right? So let us code this thing and see what is binary operation. So let's code and see binary operation. So let us take int a is equals to 10, and after that int b is equals to 5, and let us print system dot out system.out.println. First of all, let us print sum, right? So sum is plus a plus b. So this will give us sum of two numbers, right? So plus here is the operand, operator, and a, b are operands. So let us run this. Yeah, you can see that sum is 15, that is 10 plus 5. Let us calculate difference also here. Difference is a minus b. Run this code again. So the difference is 5. Let us calculate multiplication. So multiplication, we will put multiplication symbol. You have to put I have to press the shift and 8 symbol, you will get multiplication, right? So multiplication is and run again, save, run. So you will get multiplication is 50. And again let us run division of this between, right? So division and div is save, run again. You can see that division is 2. And now we are going to write modulo operator. Modulo or reminder, because modulo will always give the remainder between two operands, right? Remainder is a, and you have to press shift and 5 symbol on your keyboard. It will give percentage symbol. Percentage symbol is modulo operator. And again save, run. You can see that modulo is 0. So modulo operator will give us the remainder between two operands. So we have studied addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo operator in binary operation, right? So let us study unary operator. So let us talk about unary operator. Unary operator is actually very simple. Unary operator, remember guys, will always take place on single operand. If you want to decrease the value of a particular operand by 1, or decrease the value of particular operand by 1, then you will use unary operator. Let us take if you want to increase the value of a, that is 10 by 1, that is 11. So a is equals to, you will write a plus 1, right? You can simply write as a plus plus. Or if you want to decrease the value of a by 1, then you will write a is equals to a minus 1, right? You, by using unary operator, you can also write as a minus minus. So the basic fundamental here is that if you want to increase the value of a particular operand by 1 or decrease the value of operand by 1, then you will always use you can use unary operator. So in unary operator, again we have post increment and pre increment. Let us study that. So again in unary operator, we have two different kinds of increment we have, or similarly we can say decrement. So pre increment and post increment. Let us understand what it is. So first of all, in pre increment, value will change first. Value change first. After that, value will be used. Value will be used. Here value is used first. Used first, and after that value change takes place. Value change takes place. I will tell you exactly what it means, right? Let us understand exactly what is pre-increment and post-increment by using an example and by understanding what is going on in memory allocation. So let us consider the value of a integer variable. Let us consider the value of a is 10, and we are assigning the value of b is equals to plus plus a. So let us understand what will happen in memory allocation. We have studied that our memory is in the form of blocks, right? So let us consider the block of a is this 10. So this is the block of a. It will have some address and all these things we have studied previously, right? So in b, we don't have value right now. After that, in the, this is our first statement, we are assigning the value of a is equals to 10. After that, in the second statement, b is equals to plus plus a. Here, remember what is the first statement? Value change will take place. It means that the value of 10 will become 11 first. After that, it is used. So by after changing the value of a, the b value will take place. That is a is equals to a plus 1, right? So 11 will be assigned after the change in the value of a. But whereas in post increment, let us consider the same example. A is equals to 10 and b is equals to a plus plus. A plus plus. You will see that in the memory allocation, this is the value of a. Let us consider this is the value of a and this is the value of b. So first, in the first statement, this is we are assigning the value of a is equals to 10. After that, a plus plus a, b is equals to a plus plus. So first of all, it will get used first. So b will become 11 first. After that, a will become 11. This is how the difference between pre-increment and post-increment. I hope you have understood the difference between pre-increment and post-increment in terms of memory allocation. What will take place? Remember, in memory allocation, in pre-increment, the value of a will change first. After that, it will assigned to the value of b, right? So value change will take place. After that, it will get used. Whereas in post increment, reverse will happen. It will get used first. After that, the value change will take place. Similarly, same goes with the decrement operation. So let us code this and understand clearly. Let us take an integer int a is equals to 10. After that, we are assigning the value of b is equals to plus plus a. After that, you are printing the value of a and printing the value of system.out b. Let us see what will be the output is. So you can see that the output is 11 11. So the value of a is changed first. After that, it is being used. Similarly, let us see post increment a plus plus, and again save and run. So you can see that the value of a is increased by 1. After that, it is first of all, it is get used. The value of previous value of 10 is being used. After that, it will increment. So here the value of b will be 10. Remember, I will tell you clearly that first of all, it will get used. So initially the value of a is 10, right? After we are incrementing, b is equals to a plus plus. So the initial value of a is 10. So it will get assigned to b. After that, the value of a will get changed and incremented by 1. So this is the basic difference between pre-increment and post-increment. Similarly goes with pre-decrement and post-decrement. Now let us talk about relational operator. A relational operator is nothing but comparison between two operands. In maths we used to do, right, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, or equals to. Here in Java we use two symbols of is equals to compare if two values is equal or not. This is not equals to, and this is greater than, less than, or equal, greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to, and less than or equals to. So this is the relational operator will compare two operands and will give true or either false as output. Let us consider that here a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 5. So you are writing a is equals to b, that is 10 is equals to 5. So it will return false. Remember, relational operator will return either true or false. So here in this statement it will return false. Not equals to, that is a is not equals to b. We can see that 10 is clearly not equals to 5. So it will return true. A is greater than b? Yeah, definitely. 10 is greater than b. So it will return true. A is less than b? No, it will return false. After that, a is greater than or equals to b. Yeah, a is greater than or definitely or equals to b, so it will return true. After that, a is less than or equals to b. Yeah, this is false. This is a false statement, so it will return false. So remember, relational operator will always give either true or false, and relational operator we are comparing two operands. So let us code and understand what is going on in relational operands. So let us write int a is equals to 10 and int b is equals to 5, and let us print system dot out a in a again bracket a is equals to b. What it will give, 10 is not equals to b, so it will give us false. So let us run it. It will give false. You can see that the output is false. Let us write not equals to, we can simply say that, we can simply see that 10 is not equals to 5, so it will give true. Yeah, true. After that, let us write greater than or equals to greater. A is greater than b. Yeah, so it will return true. A is less than b. No, false. Yeah, you can see that false. Again, less than or equals to, less than or equals to, no, this is also false. This will also give us false. Greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to, save, run. You can see true. So you have understood the relational operands. Now let us talk about logical operation. So talking about logical operators, remember guys, that building a logic based on two or more statements is nothing but logical operands. And remember that logical operands will always take place between one or two or more statements. So it will take at least two statements to build a logical operator. So let us consider that the value of a is equals to 10 and the value of b is equals to 5. If you are from a background of electrical engineering, or you have studied 11th 12th for JEE needs, we used to study truth table, right? Similarly, this same thing goes here. In computers also we will study about the truth table. Basically here we have three things mainly: and, or, and not. So and will give us let us write the table for it. Statement 1, statement 2, and this is the answer. So if the first statement is true and the second statement is also true, then this will give true. If the first statement is false and the second statement is false, then this will give us false. If the first statement is true and the second statement is false, then it will give us false. If both statements are false, then it will give us false. This is and. This is and. Let us talk about or. Or is also same. Statement 1, statement 2, and or. If first statement is true, second statement is true, then it will give us true. If the first statement is true or second statement is false, then it will give us true. If the first statement is false and the second statement is true, then it will give us true. If both are false, then and only it will give us false. And not is nothing but reverse will happen. Like it will only take one statement, right? And not. Logical not. If you give it true, then it will give us false. If you give it false, then it will give us true. Reverse thing will happen. So the main motive here is that and will always give us true if both are true. If both are true, then the answer will be true, or otherwise the answer will be false always. If any one is true, if any true, then it will give us true, or else false, right? And this will give us, if the statement is true, then it will give us if the statement is false, then it will give us true. If the statement is true, then not, logical not will give us false. So let us consider a scenario that the statement 1 here is 10 is greater than 5, and statement 2 is 10 is less than 5, and run let us run and operation on this. So here we can see that 10 is greater than 5 is true, and after that 10 is greater than 10 is less than 5 is false. Then and will give us the answer of false, because one of them is false. Remember, to be true, we have to get two operands or two statements to be true. If two statements is true, then and only our and will give us true. So let us program this and then we will understand it better. So let us take int a is equals to 10 and int b is equals to 5, right? And let us print system.out.print. First statement is a is greater than b, and we have to put two and symbols. Two and, if you put a single and, then it will go into bit manipulation. That is totally different thing. So remember, to get logical and we have to print or we have to type two ands. After that a is less than b. So one statement is true and the second statement is obviously false. So remember, the fundamental motive here is if both statements are true, then and only and will give us true. If any one of them is false, then and will definitely give us false. So these statement you see in the screen will give us false. So let us run this. You can see that the output is false. Let us also print this print for or. Let us print this statement for or. We have to print two lines. You can see that on the enter button above, you can see that line. So shift and press two buttons, you will get these two lines. This is known as or. Remember, in or, if any one of the statement is true, then it will give us true. So here we can see that a is greater than b is true. So the output of or will be true. So let us again run this. Yeah, you can see that the output is true. And now let us run not. Not only takes place on single statement. So let us put not here and save and run. You can see that 10 is greater than 5, that is a is greater than 5, and not will give us the reverse of it. So it will give us false. So run this. You can see that the output is false. So we have studied and, or, not, logical operator, relational operator, and arithmetic operator. In arithmetic operator, unary and binary. So let us now study about assignment operators. Now let us study about assignment operators. Assignment operator is nothing but assigning a particular value to a particular operand. So let us take here we can see that a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 5. So here the first statement is assignment. So let us take a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 5, and again I want to change the value of a and change it into the value of b. So I am just assigning a is equals to b, and this will assign the value of b into a operator. Let us understand it in terms of memory allocation. So this is what happens in memory. This is the value of a, right? A, let us consider a, and this is the value of b as 5. So you are going to, in the first statement you are assigning the value of a, and in the second statement you are giving the value of b on that particular memory location. After that you are assigning the value of a to the value of b. So the value of b will be copied and this value will get strike out and the new value will become 5. This is how assignment take place in memory allocation, and this symbol is known as assignment, and this is known as increment or add after that assign. Let us consider this as a is equals to 10, and you want to increase the value of these particular operand by 10 or by 5. Let us I want to increase the value of this 10 value by 5. I want to increase as a is equals to a plus 5. You can simply write that a plus is equals to 5. This is how we use increment or assignment. Increment and assigning, right? If you want to increase the value by 5, then you will write a is equals to a plus 5, and the shortcut is a plus is equals to 5. Similarly, if you want to decrease the value of a by 5, then you will write a is equals to 10, right? If you want to decrease by 5, then you can shortcutly write as a minus is equals to 5. If you want to multiply a is equals to a into 5, then you can write as a cross is equals to 5. If you want to divide the value of a by 5, that is a is equals to a divided by 5, then you will write a by divided by is equals to 5. This is how we have all these assignment operators. So let us code this and understand it better. Let us take int a is equals to 10. After that, int b is equals to 5 is equals to 5. Now let us assign the value of a as b, right? So initially the value of a is 10. Now I am going to change that value, right? A is equals to b. After that, print it. So you can see what will be the output is, right? So initially the value of a is 10. You can see that in the first statement a is equals to 10. A is equals to 10. Now b is equals to 5. Here after the third, in the third statement, you can see that a is equals to 5. So the value of a will get changed to the value of b, that is 5. Now let us print the output and see what will be the output is. You can see that the output is 5. Now let us again increment the, I want to increment the value of a by 5. The initial the value of a is 10. I want to increase it by 5, and the output will be 15, right? Let us see. Yeah, you can clearly see that the output is 15. Now I want to multiply it by 5. I want to multiply it by 5. Multiply it by 5. So the output will be 50. Let us see. Yeah, 50. I want to divide it by 5. Divide, you can simply write divide, and yeah, you can see that 10 divided by 5 will be 2. Remember, this is this statement is nothing but a is equals to a is equals to a divided by 5. In this is the shortcut form we write for this particular statement. Suppose I want to subtract it by 5, then I will write a is equals to minus a minus is equals to 5. So the output will be 5. You can see that the output is 5. Up to now we have studied about different operators in Java, like arithmetic operator. In arithmetic operator we have studied about binary operator, unary operator. After that, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, and in them we have studied differently, like logical not, logical or, logical and many more. So I want you guys to do the questions which is given in the assignment and read the study material which is given after the video completion. So with that being said, I will see you in the next chapter.